All right, Chris, here's the first one. It's from Brianne Green. How to handle after the fact. We had a parent accusing staff of theft of a very sentimental object. They had somehow gotten a hold of our director's personal cell phone number and began truly harassing her. Short version, 1 year later, the item was found to have been folded into a campone tent. When returning the item, the family said, how do you say, returning the item to the family, how do you not say, I told you so? Your camper was careless with collapsing their tent. What's your take? Hot take.
um,
Yeah.
yeah. First, I forgot to say, there's also a resource that I'm going to send out, which is the 8 parent traps that you might see from a parent, which is like this. There's a parent trap in there that this object is so sentimental and you disregarded it. Something that is included on that are ways not to respond to people. And I think this is a great example of what you want to say is told you, right? And you can say that, not to them, right? I think the first thing to say, and one of the parent traps that I talk about, is the boundary cross, right? When somebody has crossed a boundary, when somebody has used a personal phone number. First off, that director has every right to say nothing. That is not a phone number that they get to use. I wouldn't answer it. I wouldn't respond from that phone number. I would respond from an appropriate channel, so you can get it back into kind of like the camp channel of communication. Again, then I'm going to probably go the safety route and explain that your staff are background checked. They've been trained. We do not expect anybody to have stolen something. And also, if I don't know, this one's hard because if they truly think somebody stole something, then the next direct step would be like to call the authorities. But they're not going to do that. They want you to solve it, even if it is a really sentimental item. Again,
Yes.
looking back at what is this a safety issue? This is absolutely not a safety issue. So I would not give it the time that a safety issue would actually kind of come up with. If they decide to go to the authorities, the police are going to laugh at them, right? And I always say be very mindful of calling or telling people to call the police, because we know the way that affects our Black and brown siblings. However, I mean, the police are going to laugh at that. They're not going to take it seriously. If somebody says they're going to go to the authority, this is another one of the traps. If somebody says they're going to put it on Facebook or go to your board or whatever, say, okay, do that. Because most of the time they're using that as a bargaining chip and aren't actually planning on doing it. I think this one is hard because I wish I could,
Yeah.
if I actually saw the communications, I think I would know better what to say.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. That was a great answer. And I think it came through loud in your presentation. It came through loud in this answer. Safety needs to be the paramount topic, and that really is a deciding factor, right? And there's so many good people in our world. Travis Allison comes immediately to mind. I think so many
Mm-hmm.
camps, they just constantly preach safety. If everything follows safety, right? It just
Yep,
it goes from
always,
there. So,
always.